I know what you're thinking. Summer's around the corner and you can't wait to get out. But hold on, I got news for you. Ah, the lazy days of summer, where we constantly sleep in, play an excessive amount of video games, and hang out with friends. Welcome to the Wise Age Code, everyone, and I know you worked hard throughout this academic year. You stayed up late, finishing all your homework, completed all your assignments and projects, studied online, and passed your tests with flying colors. If you didn't do any of those, then this applies to you even more. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you how you can make the most of your summer while still being able to relax. Let's hit it. The first thing you need to do, hopefully before you get out of school or right when you get out, is to get a job. That's right, a summer job. If you cannot find a paying job, then you can always volunteer at a place or do a job shadowing. For those who are not familiar with what job shadowing is, it's basically you choose a career that interests you and you find a candidate who works in that particular field. You can always ask your parents or your parents' friends for extra information. What you do then is you ask for that candidate's permission if you can follow them around for a day or two so that you can observe what they actually do in their daily duties and functions. Here you'll get better insight into what that career entails so that you can decide if it's a correct match for you. Now, I'm not saying you have to work all day every day throughout the summer, but you should at least have a part-time job. This will give your summer holidays structure and a schedule for you to follow instead of lying in bed all day wasting your time. One of the biggest benefits of having a summer job is that you'll get real life experience and learn things that are not normally taught in school. You'd be surprised at some of the simple things that students don't know that goes into a workplace because you've never been in that situation. But if you've never been in that situation, how would you know? By putting yourself in that situation. Furthermore, first-time job applicants always come across this paradox. Your potential employer wants someone who has experience, but you don't have any experience because you've never had a job. By having a part-time job, volunteering or doing a job shadowing throughout the summer will eliminate this paradox. It will give you something substantial for you to put on your resume so that you can show potential employers that you have the necessary skills and experience to be able to do that job. Furthermore, when applying for your first-time job, that experience will put you at an advantage above all those schmucks applying for the same job as you are. Better yet, whatever place you work for throughout the summer, if there is a job opening, they would most likely hire you first because you've already been there. You know their system. You know how to do the job properly. This saves the company time, money, and effort from hiring and training someone new. I almost forgot to mention the best part about having a job. The next best thing you can do to make good use of your summer holidays is to study. Yes, you're all calling me crazy once again. But like I said with the part-time job, I'm not asking you to study all day, every day. Take 2 to 3 courses in your next academic year and ask your future teachers what material will be in those classes. By beginning to study that material in the summer, you'll actually make your next academic year easier. While all your friends struggle to understand the concepts, you'll be able to breeze through homework, assignments and projects, and pass your tests with ease. Trust me, this saves you a lot of time, headache, and stress. Let's take my wonderful self for example. Throughout my high school summers, I always attended summer school. In summer school, you basically take a course that will be in your next academic year, but it's condensed to a 1-month schedule. So, would you rather study a course for 1 month in summer or study that entire course for 10 months during the academic year? What ended up happening was, by grade 10, I was one of the only students to have a spare. This was basically a free class for me to use my time however I like. I would basically use it to either catch up on homework or do some more studying. No, that's a lie. I use my time to play basketball and chill with friends. Sorry, moving on. By the time I reached grade 11, while all my friends were studying grade 11 classes, I actually had one class where I would study a grade 12 course. This made me feel a bit superior because when you're at that age, you want to hang around with older people. Ah, yes, those grade 12 girls. And all the benefits came during my final year of high school. Because I had taken so many previous summer courses, I was well ahead of the requirements for graduation. This drastically reduced my graduation year schedule and relieved a lot of stress as I had less homework, less assignments, and less tests to do. So basically, I only had to go to school for half the day for half the year. Think about that. 5 months out of the academic year, I would only go to school in the morning and I would have the entire afternoon free. I could have used the time to study more, catch up on homework, or get a part time job. But I didn't, as I just chilled with friends and went to the gym. I'd say go abroad, but with the current circumstances happening at the moment, that's next to nearly impossible. Instead, have a staycation. What is a staycation, you may ask? It's basically having a vacation within your hometown. I know that sounds a bit silly, but you'd be surprised at how many people who have grown up in a city all their lives yet know very little about it. This is the chance for you to explore your city by visiting the restaurants, shops, museums, and shopping malls that you've heard of but never made an attempt to visit. You'd be surprised at all the small and interesting things that you'll find to shed new light on your city. One of the things that my friends and I used to do was to drive around our own area, exploring all the different neighborhoods within it. This not only allowed us to see the diversity within our city, but we've gotten to know the streets so well that the next time there's traffic or the next time we want to go somewhere, we know the best shortcuts to take. Again, taking myself as an example. The current city I've been residing in for the past 9 years, I actually know it better than the locals. I've been stopped many times on the streets and have been asked for directions. When the residents realize not only can I communicate in the local language, but I can accurately direct them to where they're going, they show me some admiration. Of course, I feel proud myself since I'm knowledgeable about the area I live in and I've helped them to get to where they're going. Another benefit of knowing your city very well is that if you have family or friends that will visit you, you'll be a good host since you know all the best restaurants, bars, and entertainment venues to take them. So the next time you feel bored at home and you don't know what to do, you'll have more options because you know your city. Learn a new skill. Now I'm not talking about any skill such as twirling a pen around your finger, but a skill that you can actually apply in everyday life and something that will benefit you in the future. Here are some of my suggestions. Public speaking has been a skill that existed since the age of dawn. Not only is it used to communicate your thoughts to others, but you can use it to persuade them into adopting your ideas. Look at some of the great leaders that exist today. Barack Obama, Jack Ma, and Elon Musk. People didn't admire them because of the way they looked or the way they dressed. They were charismatic because of the way they used public speaking. Now I know some of you really fear this skill, but you have to start somewhere. Begin by speaking to yourself in front of the mirror. Then move that to your family, next to your friends, and hopefully a wider audience. One thing that will help you with public speaking is to discuss about something you know very well of. For example, if I asked you to do a presentation in front of a group of 10 strangers about your family, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have any problems with that. You wouldn't even have to think too much about it and you would be able to communicate the information without stumbling. Whatever job you decide to do in the future, I'm pretty sure public speaking will be in there somewhere. So why not begin now so you can perfect it for later? Technology is so vital to us today that I'm pretty sure if any of us were to lose our top 5 apps, we would have trouble functioning. The future of job growth will be in technology. So one of the things that you might want to consider getting yourself into is coding. Coding will not only help you understand the software that you're currently using, but you may find ways to be able to improve on it. Not only that, it helps with your analytical and critical thinking skills. If you're not a technical person like myself, who hated coding when I was younger, you can move on to something more creative, such as Photoshop, web design, or video editing. If none of those suit you, then it's just important to keep current with all the software that constantly comes out. I still have friends today that don't know how to use Skype properly, and this hinders them in many ways. Whatever software you decide to choose, I'm pretty sure you can find some way to incorporate it into your daily life so that you keep up with the times and not fall behind it. Too many of us complain that we don't have enough time during the day to complete all of our tasks. Is this so, or is it that we're not using our time efficiently enough? Many of us suffer from lack of time management skills, and it's something that we greatly need to improve on. By managing your time better, you'll be able to prioritize things that will lead to more productivity. More productivity basically means you get more things done and hopefully get better results. By the end of it, who knows, you might end up having more free time. I adhere to you. You need to take up some time management skills, especially students. Alright, I'm getting to the good part of your summer. So one of the things that you need to do during your holidays is to take up a new hobby. Taking up a new hobby helps you to relax and relieve stress. Not only that, you learn something new. By learning something new, you'll gain confidence because basically there's nowhere you can go but up. As you get better, you'll be able to reach out to people who have the same interests as you, and you'll develop new friends. Who knows, it might even turn into a passion in which you can then turn into a career. Yes, and my final thoughts are enjoy your summer holidays. Do the things you like to do. Sleep in, hang out with friends, play video games. But of course, don't do those all day, every day. I hope you guys have a great summer where you learn a lot and you discover yourself more so that you can enhance your daily life. If you enjoyed this information, please do click the like, share, and subscribe button, as I'm trying to grow my channel. So until next time, take care.